If we had too high of a pillow, now we would just crank her neck up this way. So we want a medium-sized pillow so that that spine is perfectly lined straight across. This is going to help keep those hips and the low back in alignment with that medium-sized pillow up on the head so that everything's perfectly straight across. Hey guys, Dr. Mike here, Oak Brook Medical Group, Oak Brook, Illinois. Want to do a quick video. You guys have been getting a lot of questions from patients about this subject, so let's just talk about it. What is the best way to sleep? I am going to start some controversy today because most chiropractors you talk to are going to tell you you have to sleep on your back. That's the best way to sleep to keep the spine in alignment. Here's my controversy. Might not be the best way for you, right? So the reason I say that is a lot of our patients come to us obviously in pain. So if you're in pain, one of the things we want you to do is sleep so you can help your body heal and repair the tissue that needs to be repaired. If you're trying to sleep on your back and it's incredibly uncomfortable and you're tossing and turning all night, guess what? It's going to take longer for you to heal. And that completely defeats our purpose of treatment here. So let's talk about how if you are going to sleep on your side or your stomach or your back, what's the best way to do it? How can we help aid in that sleep to make sure that we're not causing increased stress? So Stephanie is going to be our wonderful model here. So let's start first. If we are going to sleep on our back, right? So Stephanie's going to lay face up. You know, like I said, a lot of practitioners are going to tell you this is the best way. This is how you have to do it, okay? If you are going to do this, obviously we want to support the head with a thinner pillow because we want to try to keep the spine in as close to alignment as we can flush across. So you would have a thin pillow underneath the head. The other thing I want you to do is put a pillow underneath the knees so that they would just be slightly bent. This is going to help take some of the stress off of the low back. Like I said, if this is a position that's just not going to work for you because of whatever reason, wherever you're dealing with your pain, let's try something else. So if Stephanie was going to roll that way, facing the camera and sleep on her side, so now let's think about it this way. I still want the same thing where I want to try to keep that spine in alignment all the way across. So when you're laying on your side, the pillow that you're going to use on your head should be a little bit thicker at this point. So I'm going to move your head around here a little bit, Stephanie. Let me have you take your arm out of there. So obviously if she didn't have a pillow, you can see her head drops and falls off here. If we had too high of a pillow, now we would just crank her neck up this way. So we want a medium-sized pillow so that that spine is perfectly lined straight across. Now for the low back, what I would want you to do is put a pillow between those knees to prop the knees up a little bit, right? So up here we're going to use our little pillow here. So you would just take a pillow and we're going to go right between the knees to rest here. This is going to help keep those hips and the low back in alignment with that medium-sized pillow up on the head so that everything's perfectly straight across. Last position, on your stomach. So if you're going to go on your stomach for me there, Miss Stephanie. Again, there are a lot of the reasons why practitioners will tell you that this is the worst possible way you can sleep in. As you can see with Stephanie, her head is, I'm going to move your hair for the camera, is turned to the side like this. So obviously if you have neck pain and you're turning your head to one side and it's just cranked all night long, this is going to cause increased stress. So if it's not a neck pain issue, if you're dealing with more of the low back, I'm okay with this position, but what I want you to do is you're going to take a thin pillow and we're actually going to have you pick up those hips for me. So lift your hips up nice and high. I'm going to put this pillow underneath you. So, and even this pillow is a little bit too big. Go ahead and drop down. But what I want you to do is put a thinner pillow underneath those hips to help pick them up this way, because then that's going to open up that low back and take some of the pressure off of it. If you really want to get into it and try to help yourself even more, you can take a thin pillow and put it underneath the ankles just a little bit. Again, it's going to help take off that stress of the low back. This one's very controversial. There may be a lot of doctors that don't agree with me on this point, but if this is the way our patient is the most comfortable and they're going to be able to get sleep through that night to help increase that healing factor throughout the night so they can get better faster, then I'm 100% okay with it. I want them to be comfortable. I want them to get a good night's sleep so that we can get them feeling better faster. So if you have any questions about this or want to know more, call us at that number below. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that notification bell, like and follow this page. Facebook, Instagram, like and follow, and we'll catch you guys on the next video.